Hello everybody and welcome back to a video on the Crew 2. Today what we're going to be doing is buying a very strange car. It's a car that nobody really knows about. It's the Citroen GT. We're just going to drive it around, customise it a bit, and see how fast this thing can go. Is it the new better? Is it faster? Fuck, my mic was up. Shit. Is it faster? I'm keeping that in. Is it faster than the Divo? Because I don't know, according to some YouTube videos the Divo is the fastest. Let's see. Personally, I love what this thing looks like. It's stupid, it's crazy, and it was made by the people who made Gran Turismo and Citroen. They made it, but it never really exists. And clearly the brakes are amazing. So let's just go have a little sip of my Coke here and jump right into this car. First wheelie, we're going to put on some parts. Oh, it's a shame I don't have any epic parts on that. So, the Divo's top speed officially is 282, but with good NOS parts you can make it go like 315 or something like that. And what's this thing's top speed? 279. Oh, interesting, because I read that this thing goes pretty much the same speed as the Divo. And what we can do? Okay, we can only do rims. At least we can do them. What will suit this car? None of these. No, they're not angular enough. We need some sharp rims. Maybe some quite chunky ones. Those are okay. Something that's gonna like stand out on the car. It doesn't look like the normal ones because they're pretty ugly. That's a bit boring. Okay, this game has a huge selection of rims that we can use, which is gonna make this car look even more spicy. Oh, I think I'll put these ones on. Put them in like a glossy black. And there we go, we are good. Now, what livery can we put on this beautiful thing? Top 100? Let's see what people have come up with. That could be good with a certain colour, but not feeling it. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. I'm going for like, oof. 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 Oh! Oh, that's okay. Oh, I do like that one. I'll put that one on for now. Oh, 16,000 for a wrap! Jesus Christ! Okay. Now, about the colour. I think the red looks pretty good on it. With this wrap, even though it says Gran Turismo on it, which is probably why, kind of does really remind me of the good old GT. Gonna put those tyres on this thing. No smoke, because I only have disgusting smoke. And an ogre. Perfect. I'm just going to quickly check one more time if there are any better liveries, because this one's a bit messy. Now, I'm not sure what I think about this car. I think it's pretty cool. But also, what is the back? It looks like those Nike shoes, you know, that the sticky outy bit at the back. And this is going to be the most boring thing to watch. But I ain't rebuying this thing and take everything off it, because that would be pretty damn boring. Oh God, she knows. After this, we're going to go do a couple races, maybe test it out on the salt flats, just see how fast this thing can go. Right. I'm just going to keep the GT wrap on it. And let's favourite this thing and get into it. Any NOS parts? Alright. It's up to a race. If anybody's watching this and they'd like to see us do another car on the Crew 2, just pop it down in the comments. And the petrol heads will do it. I'm going to hop into this big land hypercar race because long straights, test out the top speed. Close my door. I need a new door. I have no idea what engine this thing has. I'm guessing a V8. That sounds pretty V8y. Even for the crew standards, because nothing really sounds that good in the crew 2. But this thing is ridiculous. I wonder. It looks like a concept car that, when the production car came out, it looked nothing like it. It's just like. I'm guessing this is one of those cars that Citroen made, and like, we could do this, but we're never going to. Okay, off the line it feels pretty damn quick. Gonna have a quick. Oh, excuse my amazing driving. Look at the interior. Oh my! I was expecting that. I was expecting to be a bit more normal. Oh, go away. We're cruising at 250 odd. I'll do a little NOS in 275. It's not amazing for a hypercar, but it's not bad. But I'm sure when we get some lovely more parts, trying to get that NOS boost, I think it'll go pretty damn quick. And also, I don't really care if it's not that fast, because I think what makes a good car in this game is something that looks strange. Like, I don't care if the McLaren F1 is faster than, oh no, a divo. It doesn't look that interesting from the back. When you're driving there, it just looks a bit square. It's a nice looking car, but in a game like this, you want something more like this. That's as showy and pointless as possible. 285, 287, that's pretty decent. After this, we're going to test out on the sold flats and to see how fast we can make it go. I'm guessing about 290 is going to top out, which isn't too bad. But we shall see. And they'll prove if it was worth buying, because it costs 1.7 million. There's no visual upgrades, but when you've got a car like this, you don't really need to do anything to it. Ooh! We'll have a little look at the inside now on a straight. What the hell is this? Why is it so angular? I want it. Sorry, that'll never happen. Because they made it 13 years ago and they didn't actually make it. They just put in Gran Turismo. I think this is like the only second other game it's been in except that. And Asphalt 8, I think. Which, if you don't know, it's a shitty phone mobile game. One where you're, I think you're basically just stuck on a rail and you NOS. Because that's usually the case in mobile games. How fast we do that? 247. What's the fast I've done it in? The fast I've done it is 244 in the Devo, so not far behind the Devo, but ultimately not as fast as it. Right. Now, let's hop to the salt flats, where we can properly make the thing go zoom zoom. I'm just going to set mark to the furthest most corner, so that we can make this thing go as fast as physically possible. I'm going to get a run up quickly. I also love how this car sounds. I don't really like how cars sound in this game. I just think they sound a bit boring, but this one doesn't sound too bad. And I did not set one 73 miles away. Why is it telling me that? It says 4.3, 4.9, 5 miles away. Alright, well, let's test this thing out. Doesn't climb too badly in the mid-hundreds. Slows down a bit. Seems like quite a lot actually when it gets to late hundreds. But as long as it doesn't look too bad, I think it doesn't matter. Like 250, we've still got 4 miles left. Hopefully we'll be able to get to like 290. That's the optimum speed. And if you guys are wondering where Charlie is, I just didn't tell him that I was doing one. So if you're watching this, hello Charlie. 294. If I can get a bit more lost before we hit the end, then I might be able to just make go 288, 288, I'm thinking. Getting very close to the end. Alright, and we get to 3/4 and we're not. Right, go, 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 go. Oh, 283 is what it's topping out at. Which realistically isn't that good, but also isn't that bad. I've driven worse. And I'm going to say this car is a solid boy. Not the fastest, but also not the most expensive, and also you're going to look like a baboon driving it, because who's going to buy this thing? Even though it's been out for years now. I'm going to rate this thing about a 7.3 out of 10, which is a decent rating for it. I've got to rate the interior 10 out of 10, like what the hell is that? That is incredible. Also, the rev counter and speed on the steering wheel is a bit unnecessary, but oh well. Oh! Right then, mate. Anyway, I'm going to end that here. This thing's about, I'd say, if you want something that looks pretty strange, buy it. It's a pretty decent looking car. Yep. Bye!